Hello everyone, welcome to the THEArtyB series. In this video, which is part 4 of the series, I will be showing you how to crochet in the back loop only when using double crochet. I'm using Artie Bear's body to demonstrate this. I have just got to the point where I need to change colour to dark grey and I need to crochet around in the back loop only. Now I've drawn the loop from the previous colour through to the centre here because I'm using the circle join invisible colour change method. I'm going to leave the working yarn on the outside. Now normally when using circle join to colour change, you bring the working yarn through to the centre like this and then bring your loop through. But in this instance, I'm going to leave the working yarn on the outside because I'm not going to tie off the green yarn, because I'm going to leave that there and use it later to create the ribbed rim of the jumper. So I've just drawn the loop back through to the centre there. I'm now going to take up my new colour because I need to change colour. I'm just going to pull that green loop tight onto my new dark grey colour. I'm just going to tighten that grey loop up, just untwist it a little bit. And now I'm ready to make my next round in the new colour. Now don't worry about that strand there. Okay, so for this round of Artie Bear, I need to make 5 double crochet followed by an decrease, and I need to repeat that 6 times. So I'm going to make my first double crochet here, that in the same stitch that I have just drawn that loop through. I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochet. I'm then going to make an invisible decrease in these 2 here, and then I'm going to repeat that again and again and again all the way around until I have done that 5 double crochet decrease 6 times, which will bring me to the stitch at the end of the round there. So I'm just going to pop a stitch marker into that last stitch of the round. And I'm going to begin by making 1 double crochet back loop only. So when you look at the top of your stitches, you can see the 2 loops that make the little V at the top of the double crochet. This one here is the front loop. This one here is the back loop. So when you're going to crochet in the back loop only, you're going to take your hook and you're going to go into the center of that little V and push your hook through and under the back loop only. I'm then going to yarn over and draw it through that loop. So I've now got 2 loops on the hook. I'm going to yarn over and draw it through. That's my first stitch, 1 double crochet in the back loop only. Now for my pattern, I need to make 5 of these. So I'm going to go into the next stitch in the center of the little V there, under the back loop only. Now I'm crocheting over my little tail at this point, just to secure that. Draw it through, yarn over, draw it through 2. Into the next one along. Yarn over, draw through, yarn over, draw through again. Into the next one. Yarn over, draw through, yarn over, draw through again. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more of those. And now I'm going to make a decrease in the back loop only. So I'm going to go under that back loop there. I'm not going to yarn over. I'm going to go under the back loop of the next stitch along also. You see there that I've got both of the back loops of the next 2 stitches on my hook. I'm still going over my tail, so I'm going to go yarn over, draw it through, and I'm going to draw it through both of those dark green loops that I've got on the hook there. I'm now going to yarn over and draw it through the remaining 2 loops on the hook. So that's how you make a decrease in the back loop only. You can see it's just pulled those 2 back loops up a little bit, but when I go into the next stitch, that will flatten that down a bit. So there you can see the front loop that I've left is still visible as a little line of loops along there. Now that's what I'm going to use once I've finished with the grey. I'm going to go back to this stitch here, and then I'm going to use these to create the ribbed rim on the jumper. I'm going to continue on now, making 5 double crochet and a decrease all the way around the rest of that round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just going to poke that little tail out the way now because that's now secure. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now another decrease. So into the back loop, into the back loop of the next stitch along as well. Yarn over, draw it through both of those loops. To give it a little wiggle back and forth with the hook if it's a little hard to get through there. Oh, I think I've just left a little strand of the green there. Let me just get that off of the hook. Okay, yarn over and draw it through again. That was my second. Now I'm going to make another 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 in the back loop. Now another decrease. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now decrease. And now I need to make my final 5 and a decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now my final decrease, I'm just going to take that stitch marker out. Under the back loop, under the back loop of my last stitch. Draw the yarn over and draw through. Yarn over and draw through the 2 loops there. And that's the end of the round. Now just to finish that round, I'm going to draw that loop back through to the centre there. Pull it tight just to close that round off. Now if you have a look, that's my round finished in the back loop only, and you can clearly now see the front loops that I've left behind there, which, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to use to make the jumper ring once I finish the bear's bottom. Okay, thank you for watching.